Hey, hello YouTubers. This is Jason Randoms making my very first video, and I hope it works. I actually made another video, but it said that the memory card, the 16 gigabyte memory card I might add, filled up after 2 minutes of recording, which is no good. Anyway, so here we are. So right now I am driving around in a city called Chiang Mai. And Chiang Mai is located in the north of Thailand in Southeast Asia. It's actually the second biggest city in Thailand after Bangkok. So what the hell am I doing? Well, I'm driving around randomly and recording myself doing it. So basically, why am I doing this? So Thailand, a lot of people don't know, is actually the second highest, let me just get this road before I explain. It's rated number 2 in the world for road fatalities, right? Number 2 in the world for road fatalities. So actually, let me just explain what does that mean exactly. So if someone has been in a road traffic accident, whether it's with a motorbike or a car, or a bloody unicycle or whatever, the statistic is derived from someone who has died at the scene of the accident, right? That makes up the statistic. It does not include anybody who passed away after they were taken away from the scene of the accident, so in hospital, for example. Only the people that passed away are at the scene of the accident. And Thailand, at this moment in time at least, last time I checked, was ranked number 2 in the world for road fatalities. I can't remember what the number 1 country is. I'm not going to name it here in case I get it wrong. But what I can tell you is Thailand missed the top spot by 1 death, right? Which, I mean, I'm laughing, but it's nothing to laugh about. It's actually a very, very frightening thing. So for me, I'm from the UK, and I've been living in Thailand for several years now. Now, I find driving a car in Thailand really stressful. Not all the time, but unfortunately most of the time. Which is a real shame, because I love cars and I love driving. I love driving anything, whether it's a bike or riding a motorbike or or a car, whatever. You know, I actually like to ride or drive vehicles as a stress relief. Like in the UK, for example, if I was having a bad day or whatever, I'd quite happily jump in the car and just go for a drive for 20 minutes or more. And usually that made me feel a hell of a lot better. In Thailand, I find it really, really stressful. And, you know, a lot of my friends and family, they don't get it. Like, you know, why is it stressful driving around in Thailand? But the simple reason is I encounter really dangerous situations every single time I'm in the car, right? Every single time I drive in the car, I'm encountering something which could kill me, or I could kill someone as a result of their actions, right? So literally I thought, well, I don't really want to drive a car anymore, and it's a shame because I really bloody need to for my work, you know, obviously for my family, etc. But it's leaving me thinking I prefer to ride a motorbike no matter what the weather is. So I need to come up with some kind of solution, and I thought about it. I thought, well, why not talk about it? You know, if I talk about how I feel and the things that I encounter day by day, maybe I'll feel a bit better. And I thought, well, why not take that one step further and make videos? Because, you know what, a lot of my friends and family, they don't believe some of the shit that I encounter here. You know, I'll tell them this happened today or whatever. A lot of them don't believe that it's true. So here is the proof. And literally all I'm going to do is anytime I drive around, I'm going to put this camera on and just let it capture the madness. Because it really is madness. So let's start off with this. So, there we go. And the thing is, because I've been living here for a few years now, there's stuff that I see on the roads now that I've gotten so used to that I don't even see it as a problem anymore. Like, let me give you an example, something I see every day. Road discipline. Look at the cars ahead of me here, right? All over the place. I mean, there's cars on the left-hand side there. They're going in a lane that doesn't actually exist. It's a slip lane. Then you got this car in front of me, like, zigzagging. Half the time they don't indicate. And it's dangerous as hell. So you've got this going on. Then you've got bikes weaving around the traffic, and you know, people will just turn in randomly. It's just ridiculous. See, I don't know if you can see that on the left, pickup truck parked in the slip lane. Can you see that? on the left-hand side there. So the cars who want to get off the slip lane, they can't get off because this guy's parked there. And this is the thing, legally, it's against the law. You shouldn't be there. But in Thailand, it's like, never mind, let it go, it's okay. He needs to do something, just let him do it. But that's the thing, you know, Thai folks will let that go. For me, it drives me mad. Because in England, you can get in all kinds of trouble doing that kind of stuff. So, it is what it is. But another reason, today's kind of a good day to start doing these videos because it's actually really unusual weather here at the moment. I mean, right now it's the end of January, so we're in the cold season of Thailand at the moment, and usually it's only the north of Thailand that really feels any kind of temperature change. But there's some kind of, I don't really know the details, but there's some kind of mad storm coming over here from, I don't know, other countries, and yeah, it's basically knackered up our weather. So usually in the cold season you would get maybe 15 degrees Celsius on a cold day. I mean, that's usually like early hours in the morning you get that temperature. But as we're sitting here now, the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius, which is really, really unusual, and it's dropping lower, and like in the middle of the night it's going down to maybe 6 to 8 degrees Celsius, which for Thailand is dangerously low. They can call state of emergency with those temperatures because people can't hack it, they can't handle it. I mean, you've got people who maybe live in quite basic living arrangements, and they might be up in the mountains, and there's a lot of people getting really sick and unfortunately passing away because of the weather. That's my phone. Here's another thing, you can answer a phone in a car in Thailand, no one gives a shit. I'm not moving, so I'll answer it. Hey darling. Okay, rot tiệt mát nó. Alright darling. Okay, I'll see you soon then. Be careful with that money now, keep it hidden. Alright doll, bye bye. Yep, sorry about that. The wife let me know what she's doing. She's nice of her, she's so considerate. So anyway, so it's really, really cold here at the moment. I mean, I'm sitting here now, an Englishman, and I've got a pair of jeans on, a pair of like hiking boots, I've got a hoodie on, a hooded top, or a jumper, and I'm bloody cold. It's cold, it's really weird. I know that people watching in England or wherever be like, oh, it's not cold, you know, blah, 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 but you know what, for Thai folk, this is really cold. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, literally I'm just going to drive around and just show you some of the madness that I encounter day to day. What I'll try and do is, I mean, you're going to see it for yourself. There's going to be things that you see that I don't even notice anymore because it's just so normal, unfortunately. But yeah, if I point out something daft, if I see something daft, I'll point it out. So yeah, here we go. Rain in January, this is mad. This temperature is mad. And this is the thing, Thailand is usually so hot. I mean, I'm talking it can get 40 degrees Celsius plus quite easily. So the cars, they all have air conditioning, but they don't have heaters. Maybe the newer ones do, or the more expensive cars, but right now I'm driving around in a, geez, bit of flooding, lovely. I'm driving around in a Toyota Vios 1.5 petrol, which is also converted to LPG. Anyway, that doesn't matter, does it? Point being is, it doesn't have a heater. If you look down at a car in the UK, for example, it'll have a dial that you'll have, you know, red and blue. But in this car, it's all blue, so you got no bloody heat, which is not nice. So it can, you know, windows can get steamed up, and the only way you can de-steam them is cold air, which isn't very nice. You don't have any kind of like demister for the front window. You do at the back, but not at the front. So it really is unusual for Thailand at the moment. It is what it is. So yeah, can you spot any craziness so far? People all over the lane, for example, not indicating when they should be, not sticking to the speed limits. Here's another example. So you see the guy there, he's you know, he's not in the lane, he's kind of to the side a bit. Another point you might notice is that they are all sitting in the fast lane, right? You've got 3 lanes here. I mean, granted, get over, here's another problem. You're turning right, but you don't get over. Here's another one, see this guy? Look at them, not over. There's a massive lane there for them to go over, but they don't, whatever. Anyway, there's 3 lanes here. Granted, on the far left, you wouldn't stay in that lane because it's, you know, parked cars and stuff. But the whole concept of getting in the middle lane and allowing the faster cars to pass doesn't really... Oh, you moved. Good, lovely, that's rare. Doesn't really sink in with the people here. Usually they won't move over unless you get quite close to them or they can see you accelerating up behind them. And sometimes they'll move. Like that guy, I mean, quite nice. He checked his mirrors. He probably saw me because I've got my headlights on and no one else has. Have you noticed that? No one's got any lights on, or very few people. I have, so he noticed me and he moved. But usually, a lot of the people, they don't check their mirrors behind them, so they have no idea what's going on. It's mad. There you go, see around the corner? So look, he's going over the lanes, he's not staying in his lane. Oh dear. It is what it is, I guess. It is frustrating. It's a shame, you know, because I did actually make another video, but something malfunctioned in the camera and it said the memory card was full. But it's weird because I was driving through a village to get on this main road, which is where the real crazy shit happens. And yeah, you can see it there. I couldn't get through because a group of kids. There you go, undertaking. There's another one. See that? See him? There's another example. So you ain't doing that. You can start off. Go on, bugger off. That's normal. Undertaking here, and then forcing their way into the smallest of gaps. You know, absolutely ridiculous. Like, now you can overtake me if you can manage it. Crazy. So dangerous as well. I mean, my word, some of the how do you say, the way people drive, basically, some of the turns they make and stuff like that. Manoeuvres, that's the word I'm looking for. The manoeuvres that they take are just so dangerous at times. Crazy. So what have we got here? It is beautiful though. I mean, you can't see the mountains today because it's covered in clouds, but fog. But it's such a beautiful country to live in. It really is. I mean, I'm complaining about it, I know, but that's kind of the point of the video, is to point out these things. But I tell you what a beautiful place to live in, and great roads to drive on and ride on if you get out of the city. God, it's cold. Right, so this underpass I've just gone through here, that corner I just went through, a few months ago, and this has happened a few times by the way, a few months ago we had there was a motorbike that came up this side of the road. Bearing in mind this is a one-way road, right? This is where they came in here, this junction here. It's like I guess in England you would call it a dual carriageway. But basically this bike came up the wrong way, full speed, went around that corner and got killed. Head-on collision, bang! And this has happened, several times, but thankfully the local government did something about it, which is nice.